Today we talk about riding a butter-fueled rocket ship to the moon and the reintegration back into society not going as smooth. Let us know in what ways you've seen people misbehave post-pandemic on our Instagram, Twitter, or at our website tiltednotster.com. Please silence your phones.
Hello, my name is Edwin.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Frantic.
And together we are Tilted Not Stirred. So what has you guys feeling tilted today? What have you guys been up to?
Well, I'm on my way up becoming an AMC millionaire. Let's fucking go. AMC to the moon, boys.
Shit, dude.
I bought in at 18 and it's around $60 right now.
As of recording.
As
Hopefully,
of recording. Well, 57 as of recording.
Hopefully when it releases, it's even higher. To the moon, boys.
Let's go. To the moon.
The highest was 71, right? Or 72?
It hit 72. Oh, and I am not a financial advisor. This is not stock advice. I just like the stock.
Get your free popcorn, man. Let's do it.
My paper hands. I sold too early. Oh god. Good luck though. I respect the diamond hands, but wise man once said, "Paper hands are green hands."
I already pulled out my initial investment. It's all money from here.
It's all profits.
All profits.
These meme stocks, man. So many young people, so many people who've never invested in their lives are all in on meme stocks. It's wild.
Yeah, my only gripe with it is that I feel like the stock market is a perfect example of winners and losers because as you're pulling out, someone's putting in, and
oh yeah,
yikes!
Someone bought my shares at 71 and they're holding it, and it's like, ha, damn, sucks for you.
So many people with no prior experience, sharing information. I've been seeing that a lot too. A lot of people sharing their viewpoints and things on Instagram, saying like, this is how we're gonna do it. This is how we're gonna get rich, and it's not based on anything.
Yeah, man, the shorts need to cover.
I mean, it's a new type of influencer, Every single opportunity or world phenomenon sparks a new kind of social media creator. So, for me, nothing too exciting this week. I did go take graduation pics with my girlfriend since we both graduated from the same collage. And it was nice. It was nice. We hadn't taken professional photos together. And so it was quite the experience. I don't want to get all sappy, but it was nice.
Cool. I mean, you look good. I saw the pictures. It's pretty good.
Oh, thanks.
And for me, I've been playing video games and watching a lot of history documentaries, world history documentaries. It all started because I wanted to know a bit more about ancient Greece, and I said, "Hey, why stop there? Let's go back. Let's do it from the very beginning." And I've been kind of just going through civilizations and stuff, and this is a very neat one that I had totally forgotten about, right? So Mesopotamia is one of the ones we always talk about. You got Mesopotamia with the then you got Uruk and all that stuff, right?
Right.
But right across in the Indus Valley plain, you got the very first city, which is the Harappan civilization, right? And those guys are really interesting and weird. They had no war. They had no weapons. They did not create any weapons. And they have these little tablets that had inscriptions, and it had an animal, and they were uniform. So there were mass-produced tablets that had the same uniform, animal, and then on top whatever writing. We don't know what the writing means because we haven't been able to decode it,
right.
And they're really interesting because they're the first city, but they had plumbing. And you think about it, you got European civilizations way the fuck later throwing shit out their windows, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But these dudes had plumbing.
Hey, they didn't want to sit in their own filth.
I respect that.
No, they actually had plumbing where their houses were angled, right? If they had a shower room, their houses were angled and it had a slit at the bottom so that they poured water on themselves and it'd go down out of the house into like a irrigation kind of thing and then just pump out the city. It was wild. And they actually had plumbing that would pump out the city as well. They had toilets that when they did their business, it'd go down into a system they had set up, and then that would just be pumped out the city. So,
yeah, man, they're living the high life. I mean, that's why they didn't fight, because they weren't slinging shit at each other. They were all pissed off because it's like, oh, it fucking stinks here.
They worshipped cleanliness so much so that their pinnacle of the city was a great bath. It was a giant bathhouse that everybody could just bathe in, and it was more like a ceremonial thing, people think, but it was really, really cool. And they traded with Mesopotamia, with Egypt, because they found their tablets everywhere else. That was really cool. But yeah, very that's nice. Science corner. No, that's history corner over here.
History corner with Edwin.
History corner with Edwin. Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
I've been really into civilizations and stuff. Next up is Mesopotamia that I'm gonna get really into.
Sweet, we can't wait to hear about it next week. Thank you for that.
I hope I didn't bore everybody to death. You know, the shit they didn't want to pay attention to in high school.
They had it right, but what I want to talk to you guys about today is about all those people who ain't getting it right. All these people that just don't know how to act. Now that things are opening back up, but we got to actually go outside to do things. They can't just be cozied up in their homes. I'm talking fights. I'm talking arguments. I'm talking, I mean, you name it. Everyone's just acting weird, thinking that the people owe them something.
I mean, it started early on with the hoarders, right? You know, the toilet paper hoarders, the now gasoline hoarders.
Oh yeah, man, that's the thing that I love America, but the shit that pisses me off is that the moment that there's a shortage, when people hear shortage, they hear buy it all up.
It's a scarcity principle in economics, bro.
Yeah, it's just it's like the individualism or collectivism. I think that's where in moments of crisis is where collectivism really shines. Because you got news of gasoline, that there's going to be a gasoline shortage, and what do people do? Fill up fucking plastic bags with gasoline.
I saw
that
a
is
video.
Not a good look.
I saw a video of somebody filling up Tupperware. Tupperware. They'd go outside and they were right there bending over their Tupperware, filling it up,
shooting each one of them down with the little hose. Oh my god! Man.
Yeah, I mean the plastic bag people I think they take the cake, but the Tupperware guy, that was something else.
The funny thing is, it's illegal to store gasoline in anything but the approved plastic containers.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
The little red container?
Yeah, the approved little red container that you can buy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're
well, I don't know
breaking
shit
the law
about gasoline.
Hoarding gasoline for no reason.
I don't know shit about gasoline, but can it chew through plastic that's not approved? Is that the thing? Oh, okay.
It's incredibly unsafe. That's why they're telling you not to put it in plastic bags, because it'll just eat through it, and then.
Yeah, I wonder the people who did that, how they're looking like. How are they looking right now?
Probably in a toasty car.
I don't think they ever thought about that. If you're putting gas in a plastic bag, you ain't thinking about the properties of gasoline.
You just can't make this shit up, man. Like if you If you told us 2 years ago that all this shit would happen, it's just like
I wouldn't be
that's crazy, E10.
Bro, if you told us 2 years ago, those people would be fucking drowning in their gasoline. They'd be having all of the toilet paper. There'd be a shortage 2 years ago before all of this.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
said,
that's
I would not be surprised if 2 years ago you told me there was going to be a gasoline shortage because people were hoarding it. I would have been like, yeah, you know what? Sounds about right for this country.
Sounds about American.
I mean,
man.
I all of this is really put into perspective. I mean, we know as Americans that we're sheltered from worldview because it's honestly one of those. It's a blind spot in our society that we don't see the world, but the world sees us, and they have an opinion on us. And this is the first time I think we're actually living up to it.
Or living down to it, however you want to put it.
Well, not the first time, but it's justified. All of the.
See, but they have to. The only reason they look at us that way is because they know we're so great. Because we got our shit together with the vaccines.
They
all
want
I'm
saying.
they hate us
Because they ain't us.
because they.
No, man. Okay, so I don't know, because India, right? India's been exporting vaccines, but their people need it, and it's crazy. It's one of those things that we're just privileged to be in a position of power and stuff, and it kind of fucking sucks.
Well, wasn't it that we were investing into like everybody who was developing a vaccine? We were like, hey, you're developing a vaccine. All right, cool. We'll give you funding as long as we get first dibs.
Yeah,
And we
shoot
went
us
around
some
and
of
did that
them.
with like everyone. So that's why we have such a good supply. And that's just capitalism, bro. That's just smart moves.
Money talks.
Exactly. USA #1, baby. Let's go. Fully vaccinated.
Hey, speaking of being fully vaccinated, hey, seeing you guys yesterday for the first time in person, hanging out as a group, that was nice, man.
Bro, that was. I'm not even gonna lie. I got a little emotional. My eyes kind of got watery when I saw everyone together again. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
missed this.
I had to fight those tears back, but this is it.
It was really nice sharing a meal with people, and I've always been a very huggy person. If you know me, yeah, I've hugged you, and yeah, it was nice to hug people again. That wasn't my mom, or my girlfriend.
So then going back to people don't know how to act, we were doing some questionable things yesterday.
Our conversations are definitely not safe for work.
There were Discord conversations taking place in the real world.
Oh yeah, I had some trap porn shown my way by a friend, and I'm like, "Yo, we in public."
Not in public. Why are you doing this?
Wait, what? Elaborate, Jeff. What?
You were there. I mean, I'm not gonna drop any names, but I was sitting next to someone and they were showing me their Discord channel, and they're like, "Oh, look, this is our not safe for work channel." And she started scrolling through, and I'm like, "Yo,
This is not the time and place.
There's only one person that fits that description. All right.
Yeah, but it's like the that social skill deterioration, right? We were talking a little bit about it yesterday. That
Yeah.
a lot of those social skills and the nuances are kind of gone now, and I think that might be one of the reasons why there's so much shit going on right now. Just people can't be amicable. They're just not taking anybody's shit.
I'm used to being able to tell people's emotions while I'm talking to them in real time. And I've caught myself making somebody feel uncomfortable, and even then, like, I didn't know how I was making them uncomfortable. And it's one of those things that I was like, whoa, like, this sucks.
Like you're talking about like post-pandemic?
Yeah, post-pandemic.
Post opening. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation. I don't know. They're acting very uncomfortable, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should just not do this. Maybe I shouldn't talk. But then it was just like, I think I'm saying normal things. I don't know what's going on.
Right?
But maybe
I'm
they're
normal, right?
maybe they were having anxiety, and I was having anxiety, and it was just maybe to a third person that conversation sounded broken up and weird, but I thought I was having a cohesive conversation.
Going back to social anxiety, do you guys feel any kind of social anxiety at all?
I mean, to be completely honest, I've always been somewhat socially anxious. So this is nothing new for me.
So pandemic was same shit, different day.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't experience the same things that others did because I was still going to work like every day or like every 4. You know my schedule. I was still going to work. I was still interacting with people as much as I used to, and when I wasn't at work, I was talking with you. So it's just nothing really changed for me.
You're an essential worker, Jeff. You know, essential workers. Essential workers were heroes during this time. And let's go back to treating them like shit, all right?
Yeah, pandemic's over. I'm not a hero anymore.
Yeah, pandemic's over. McDonald's workers, you guys are now at the bottom of the totem pole again. You know, that fucking sucks, honestly. You know, we got all these people, oh, this McDonald's worker, you know, he's giving us food, he's working. It's real. Those are real feelings, right? You're out there doing your job while people need you, and now they're just gonna turn around and treat them like shit again, and it's just like, god damn it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it kind of goes along with the whole like people not taking anybody's shit anymore. So during the pandemic, everyone, like you mentioned, is kind of nice to the workers, but then you got people at airports now feeling like the fucking workers there at the airport owe them something. And they're fighting over masks, like at the Miami International Airport. I don't know if you guys knew about that. Happened last month. That was a week after there was a brawl for like between 7 people over like seats.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they were fighting over seats, man.
Your ticket has your seat. Yeah. Shut the fuck up and sit down where it says.
So what happened there?
Maybe it was the waiting area seats. I don't know, because that's where the fight took place.
That makes sense, sadly.
Yeah. And then you got a fight between 2 Spirit Airlines passengers in April at the Detroit Metro Airport. And that was an altercation. They were basically arguing on the plane. When they got off the plane, that, you know, they settled it like men. You know what I'm saying? It's very strange to have all these things coming up now, when I would imagine social anxiety be like you wanting to just stay away from people, but these people are getting in each other's faces.
I mean, they haven't had that in a year, especially if you're a person that gets fueled with aggression like that.
Is it is it testosterone? Is it everyone's trying to reestablish their territory and their boundaries? Like, what's going on here?
I think some people are just naturally confrontational, and now they have the chance to be confrontational again. So they're just like now they get to step up to the plate, right? Now
the bullies are back.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't get to beat their wives every day because they're outside. So now they got to beat up on someone else.
Oh, God.
Oh Jesus! Oh jeez.
That's a bit of the dark side, right? With the pandemic, is all the increases in domestic abuse and things like that.
And then, speaking of like hoarders and stuff, that guy with the 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer who cleared out entire counties full of them, and then his idea was to go back home and resell them on Amazon, but Amazon shut him down. Amazon was like, "Fuck you, guy! You're doing some weird shit." And
fucking Amazon, man. Let's see, the man is always putting us down. Someone saw an opportunity, tried to execute, and just get brought down by the man.
But also, fuck that guy.
No comment.
You're just mad because you're not the one with the big 200 IQ plays.
That guy. Oh man. I mean I get playing stock market with imaginary shit, but these are material goods, finite goods.
Whoa. My AMC shares are not imaginary. I just don't have the physical copies. Okay.
He can walk into an AMC and talk to the employees like they're his employees. Okay.
Yeah.
He can do that.
Exactly.
He's gonna go treat those essential workers really well.
They work for me now, so I gotta treat them right.
Walk in, it's like, hey, everything okay? You're doing fine. Everything working good back there.
How about you, Bob? Get your shit together yet? But yeah, man. Whew. But I mean, yeah, we're talking about like social skill deterioration. People not being aware of what they're doing is extremely wrong. I mean, maybe they do know, but you see a lot of videos on like, I mean, with the, I'm sorry if I'm about to use the white woman N word, but the Karens, they're out there. Yeah, I know, I said it. Hard ass at the end. I know, I made sure I pluralized it and everything.
Hey, it's cool, man. You can say it.
Yeah, fucking Karens. Anyways, these Karens are out there going out and, thinking they own the world. And it's kind of funny to see, seeing them get put in their place. But, I don't know where I was going with that point. Other than fuck
you're just hateful, dude.
Yeah.
You're just hateful.
Other than fuck Karens.
You have a lot of
Oh,
resentment.
man. He forgot how to act in a podcast as well.
Damn,
Taking
Edwin.
shots.
You're supposed to be a good guy, Edwin. This is so out of character.
Nah, dude. Not when it comes to Karen.
Well, if we're looking for specific examples, what happened with that dude who like threw popcorn on one of the basketball players, and he was like a season ticket holder, and he got banned from the stadium permanently?
Oh, well, shit. I don't know about season ticket holder. But...
There was a popcorn guy with Russell Westbrook, and there was a bottle guy with Kyrie.
Yeah, dude. It's like a bit of a touchy subject because the NBA already had a lot of issues with fans and athletes, especially in places such as Utah
Jazz. Yep.
It's not the Jazz. It's more of just the people in Utah that are a little intolerable. Let's just put it there.
Intolerant.
They're intolerable and they're intolerant.
There you go.
Okay.
And yeah, so in the last example with Kyrie Irving getting a bottle thrown at him by a Celtics fan, that guy actually yesterday he went to court for that, and he he entered a not guilty plea at court. So this was on the 2nd of June.
Wait, was there cameras of him throwing the bottle?
I think so, and I mean the players immediately pointed him out. Yeah, it's a 21-year-old dude. He got arrested for it on charges of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Mm-hmm. So he entered a not guilty plea. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not entirely sure how the legal system, how he's able to defend that, but I mean, if it's assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, is a water bottle a dangerous weapon? I wonder if that's what they'll have to argue.
That's what's probably going to happen. The lawyer's going to come in and try to get a lesser charge in place because he's clearly guilty. He did something. So it might not be that he's not guilty in general, but that he's not guilty to that specific crime. And in court, they're going to try to lower the actual charge.
Yeah.
They're going to claim mental illness,
Or just assault in general. Like, maybe not assault with, like, a dangerous weapon, but just, like, assault and battery.
Yeah, and one of the NBA analysts, and I don't think they were right for saying this, but they weren't wrong. And they basically said that why is it white people? Like all these recent incidences, why is it white people doing something to a black guy? And I'm just gonna throw this out there. I mean, it ain't
that there's a certain group of people who are not treated very well in Boston or in New York who get a lot of hate from the fans out there, and yeah, a lot of them don't want to play there. Some of them have like in their contracts that I will not go to Boston, I will not go to New York, because I've been a visitor there, and the fans have treated me like utter dog shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know how the worst of people are, so you can only imagine.
Especially when there's no retaliation. They're protected behind the fact that they're a patron of of the stadium or arena, and that the players have to entertain them for some reason, but that doesn't mean they own them. So the NBA, in my example, needs to, I mean, they're clamping down on this stuff immediately because they don't want another situation like the Malice at the Palace. I don't know if you're familiar with that, Jeff.
No.
So basically, his name is Meta World Peace now, but his name used to be Ron Artest. And
the artist formerly known as Ron Artest.
Formerly, yeah. So he used to play for the Indiana Pacers, and I'm just gonna skip to the end. He basically charged into the crowd, into the stands, and started punching a guy. Like there was a brawl between players and fans, and yeah. So they don't want things to escalate, but people ain't acting right.
They're not. There's this during the pandemic. There was, how people were kneeling before every soccer game. All the players would kneel, right? And the city of Burnley, somebody commissioned a plane that had a banner, a very offensive banner to all of that stuff, and it flew over the start of the game, and it just, people don't know how to act.
I just don't understand why people gotta put their opinions out there. It's like nobody cared before. Why are they gonna care now?
You gotta get those likes and upvotes.
Well, actually, I feel like people do care now. In a weird,
well, that's why they do it.
Twisted way. People are loud and proud about the racism now, and it's wild.
It's just being a troll. It's like how our friend Rudy trolls the shit out of me. It's because he knows it works, and so all these people that are racist, they're doing some stupid ass shit because they know that it ticks other people off.
No, but I don't know. I'm not racist. I don't know how to. Maybe a little bit towards Karens, but I mean that's it. I'm just kidding.
You had a need to attack them, so you're.
Dude, I'm coming after everybody. There's somebody who's gonna get the crossfire in the crossfire every episode.
The bystanders.
Last episode it was the poor Sonic fans. This time is we got the Karens. But anyways, yeah, it's wild. It's interesting how we're living in a time where people feel the need to put their opinions out and are reinforced by the machine and the devil that is social media. That you could find a support group for everything, right? We were just talking about that.
Oh yeah,
that's the dangers. Surround yourself in an echo chamber.
The echo chambers, the bubbles. You just get into a bubble and you can be hateful as much as you want, and that just spreads.
Yeah,
it can leak out.
I mean, there's all this negative stuff, but have you guys seen any positives? Anything good come of this?
Let's continue being a little bit negative. Have you tried buying anything online?
You chose violence. Today.
Yeah. Have you tried buying anything online? Huh?
Anything
I'm trying to make this positive, but
no. We're out here going after people, and this is a segment to the scalpers. Have you tried buying anything online?
Well,
if you're talking about high demand products,
high demand products, because I can still go online and buy my candy.
Speaking of which, I bought a 5-pound bag of gummy bears because I have self-control. Okay, so don't you fucking judge
you wanted to prove it to yourself. like
No, I
that.
ate that. I ate the fuck out of that.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I've tried to buy computer parts still. I'm trying to buy a 3080. I don't know why, but I'm still trying to buy one, and yeah, I can't find it. Can't buy
It's
it.
non-existent now.
It's a
Gone with
unicorn.
the wind.
There was a makeup thing that I was gonna get my girlfriend. It was a Hello Kitty collaboration. No, not Hello Kitty collaboration. Animal Crossing collaboration with like Color Pop. I want to say. I don't know. It was a makeup shit, and that thing sold out in like less than a minute.
Interesting.
It's out here for everything.
People are still into Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
I
man.
gave that up almost a year ago.
I gave it up too, but I respect it. It
I do
held
too.
my attention
Yeah.
for a very long time. You know.
It's my most played game on the Switch. That's saying something.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna
Anybody-
stay on theme with people not knowing how to act, if we're gonna talk about scalpers, we gotta talk about the people who are basically overpaying for things they don't need. And the reason why a scalper exists is because somebody's willing to pay that amount.
Yep. Exactly.
So I
Yeah.
guess it does tie back into that, where
You got the PlayStation 5, man. PlayStation 5 has 3 good games right now. And people are paying exorbitant amounts on it when you can just wait a little bit. But keeping up with the Joneses has always been part of our society. That's how capitalism works. We have to have people wanting the newest shiny thing. You know, our whole system would fall apart if people would be sensible about what they purchase. You know, if the new iPhone wasn't a number higher, you know, and it was just the same exact thing, people still have to feel the need to buy the thing so that capitalism could work. You know, so many things that we could probably we can change, but it's gonna take a long time.
are you done? Are you done being negative?
Is the violence over?
For now.
Yeah.
Don't. I think I've calmed down for a bit. You know, let's be positive, and if something triggers me while we're being positive, I'm coming right back.
I'm gonna be negative, but then I'm gonna be positive
Okay.
real quick. So
Let's do it.
negative dating apps. For a lot of people who've been on a dating app, I've never been on one, but a dating app, I would imagine, is a trigger word for some people, and it'll like remind them of all the shitty experiences that they've had. And again, people not knowing how to act, the thirst is real out here. And you got people on dating apps. There's a boom in dating apps. I mean, if you go anywhere near a bar, you see how full that bar is. So negative-ish, positive. It's great to see that people are trying to pick themselves back up and not. I mean, you already have people getting married later and later, people having kids later, divorce rates going crazy.
Dick appointments, bro. People, I gotta make them. You know?
It's nice to see that people are still willing to go out there, but maybe I won't give them too much credit. It might just be, again, the testosterone, the hormones, like you haven't gotten it in, so time to go to the bar. But then now, since neither of us, none of us are girls here, we don't really know if, for example, the pickup lines were already bad, I would imagine. But now that there's socially, like, anxious, or like the skill deterioration that we were alluding to earlier, I wonder how much worse that is.
I want to think that they had time to practice in the mirror.
Oh,
You know?
no.
They had time to practice, get their pelvic thrusts right. You know, they got it figured out, man. They had time. People do weird shit when they're all alone.
But now to get to the positive part, I was reading something where, as much as I like to shit on Gen Z, sometimes it can be pretty practical. And I respect that. They got the tools. They got the internet. And instead of doing... I mean, they still do evil like TikTok, but when they're not doing TikTok, they're doing good things. Like, I was reading this article where Tinder is reporting that 40% of Gen Z will continue using video chats and like in place of like in-person date. And on Hinge, they reported that 65% of American users who have been on the video dates will continue to meet virtually before meeting them in person. And
That's really good.
So this is
safe for everybody.
Yeah, it's safer. Yeah. So this is something where the pandemic made dating apps adapt to it, include a video function into their applications, people using it and realizing like, hey, if I can avoid the catfish, or I can avoid like meeting a creep in person and being like fearing for my life. Like,
Hey girl, let me see all the angles to your face real quick.
Yeah. I want to see body wide angle.
Give me all the angles.
This is more so for the ladies, right? Like, you don't want to meet a creep, especially during all this pandemic stuff where you have added risks of you don't know who you're meeting, what they do, how they're like, if they care about being vaccinated or not, or wearing a mask, all that kind of jive. And
Wait a second.
It's kind of nice. What's up?
I just had a thought. Are we going to be approaching a new baby boom? How many people do you know that are pregnant now because of the pandemic? I know a lot.
I know of a couple, but I wouldn't call it a boom. Mainly because back in like the baby boomer stuff.
Oh yeah, well
they were still getting married earlier and like, you know, not really using contraceptives.
Yeah, and they survived the war. We survived the pandemic.
Yeah, which is not the same.
It's not the same. That's true.
But yeah,
still,
I mean, I would imagine like people coining things around like COVID babies, or I don't know what else you would call them. The
I don't know about being
boom?
called a COVID baby. Holy shit.
Son, you were conceived. Let me tell you about 2020. Day you were conceived.
We were on our 7th episode of Friends for the day, and I suggested, "Hey, honey."
Basically.
Oh, Jesus.
But well, yeah, I mean, that's something positive. I can't really think of a whole lot more positives because everything just seems so negative, right? Whoa. But then, well, actually, one of the positives, kind of how we all saw each other yesterday for the first time, I guess what the pandemic might have introduced is a lot more first times again. It might like actually make life a little more exciting where you have first times again.
I'm gonna tell you what's not exciting: being on your like 30th first day of working out, after saying, from this day on I'm gonna change my lifestyle and it's gonna be great and I'm gonna continue this lifestyle for a long time, and then this is my 30th or so, you know, first day.
This time I'll do it.
Yeah, this time is different.
Tomorrow.
This time is different.
Tomorrow.
Such an asshole, man.
Why do something today when you can do it tomorrow? That's how it goes, right?
What is today, but yesterday's tomorrow.
Shit.
The best time to plant the tree was what, yesterday? In the second, I don't know, some bullshit. You know what? Our Tilted Not Stirred Up listener who said they hate when people misuse proverbs, that one's for you.
Where you're misusing the shit out of all of these.
I just dropped mine because I was like, yeah, you know what? Something about a tree and planting it a long time ago.
It works.
Yeah.
So do y'all have any ending thoughts? Just overall, where we're going, how you're feeling, your mental space?
I'm just excited to see the squad again.
I hear that.
I feel like we're gonna get better. Everybody's gonna be positive and understanding and a little bit more sensitive to the world, so experiencing it all over again and being part of collective parties and all these things, it's just gonna feel a lot better. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for people to be excited about these things.
Yeah, and I think it's time that we hit up all the rest of the group too. You know? I think it's time. No more excuses. So if you're listening to this and you've been using the pandemic as an excuse, it's no longer an excuse.
As long as you're fully vaccinated.
If you're waxed and vaxxed, you're ready to go. I don't want to hear no excuses. So if I hit you up,
yeah, Frantic's gonna come after you. Remember Fringe Homies episode? He said, "If I need you, you're gonna get that call." You know, he's gonna go side homies.
Lots of first times out here, man. First time back at the bar. First time back. Yeah, come on. No excuses.
What's one thing you guys are looking forward to doing out of pandemic? Like, what's one of the things that you've been looking forward to this whole time?
Shit,
I want to go karaokeing.
I already went to a baseball game.
Oh, okay.
Karaoke sounds fun. Before I didn't really go to the theaters, but I think I'll go. I kind of have been having that itch of seeing a good movie in a theater. So not exciting to say, but yeah, that's something that's kind of been in my mind.
You just want to pump. You just want to pump Jeff's stock over
man,
there.
you gotta support your homies, dude.
You
Always
just
gotta support the homies.
You want to get in on ground floor of the Millionaire in the Making over there, huh?
I'll take them with me. Maybe we'll get VIP seating.
Oh yeah, and a free large popcorn.
All right, so that brings us to the end of the episode. And remember not to be a piece of shit outside. You know, you can be a piece of shit inside, but you know, just be nice to one another.
Yeah, we gotta end this on a positive note. You know, the world's going to shit. But that doesn't mean you have to be a piece of shit. Right on.
And if you do, make sure it's irrigation. You don't throw it out the window, you know, like a European.
Yeah, we got plumbing. Remember, y'all can reach us at our website at tiltednotsir.com, where you'll find links to our Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit. And you can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Remember to join us to share your questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted not stirred.
Bye.